you see this video, so happy Sunday. I'm doing something a little different this week for our weekly fuel up video. So we're not gonna be cooking for this week, but I did wanna kind of go over a few things with how we've been doing our grocery shopping lately. And I know with the pandemic and COVID and all of that, things are a little bit scarce in some grocery stores around from what we've been told. Our area, not so much, but maybe in your area. So I wanted to kind of take you through a little bit of what has made our life so much easier and what has made grocery shopping cheaper, more effective, and a lot faster. So one thing that has really helped our lives so much is this new subscription that we tried. I think this has now been a little over a month since we started it, but I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get paid commission by them or anything. This is just something that we love and we enjoy, and it's helped us, and I want to share that joy and that love of it with you because I know that you'll really enjoy it too. So Misfits Market, I made a little video about it, kind of a random video a few weeks ago when we first got our box in, but our box comes every Saturday morning and it is amazing. So Misfits Market is a subscription. It's a non-obligatory subscription. So you literally go in and pick between two boxes. So the Madness box or the Mischief box. The Madness is the larger box and the Mischief is the smaller box. So the Madness is $35 per week and then the Mischief is $22. Subscription has been a complete lifesaver. It has taken our grocery bill down a tremendous amount. It really has. So the way that it works is there's 3 different steps that they kind of go through in order to make this happen. So first of all, it comes from a local organic farm in your area. So we live in Florida, ours would come in our area. If you live in Alabama, it's gonna come from an area or an organic farm in your proximity to your area. They literally pick the produce, they sort through it, then you pick throughout the week. They'll send you an email and let you know when to pick the options that they have available. You can pick from those and decide what you want in your box for the coming week, and then they promptly deliver it on the day that you choose. Genius, right? Like amazing. So the way that they sort through all of the produce is, you know, sometimes, they do this with every grocery store and with every produce option in the grocery stores. And I didn't really realize this. It makes sense, but I didn't realize it till now. But if, the fruits and vegetables, if they're too small and they're too small to sell in the store, they'll put them in these boxes, or if they're too large, or if they have blemishes, like they're deformed and they're shaped funny. And we've gotten a few things that are shaped funny, but it's the same thing. They're just shaped weird. Or if it's one of those things that needs a few days to just sit on the counter to ripen. And those are the things that you get in your box. So last week I had 2 of the largest zucchini I've ever seen in my life, which was great for us because we could use it for multiple meals throughout the week. So I really loved it. And then this week my zucchini were like really small, and I'm gonna show you what we got in our box this week. But it's really awesome. It's so affordable, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more about the boxes individually themselves. Now, so mention that you get the option of 2 different boxes. So you can either do the Mischief box, which is their smaller box. It's $22 per week. And then it has 10 to 13 pounds of fruits and vegetables, an assortment of different things. Now, let's say, for instance, that you forgot one week to go into your box or into your account on the Mischief website, and you forgot to actually give them the options that you wanted in your box. And then you're like, oh no, it's literally gonna be delivered tomorrow. Then it's okay. You're still gonna get your box. It's just gonna have an assortment of different things. So it won't be necessarily what you choose, but it will be all kinds of different things. But it's cool too, because if you happen to forget that, and I did one week, I forgot to do that. I got all these really random things that I normally wouldn't purchase in the store, and then I can find different recipes to do with them. So in the big box number 2, that's the one that we get. If you are into eating a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits, or if you like to juice, Trent likes to juice. We've talked about this before. He loves to juice like literally every single day, every morning. with his breakfast, he has a juice, and he makes them at home because we have a juicer. So for juicing, like the Madness box is perfect because you get a ton of stuff. So the Madness is $35 a box. It is 18 to 22 pounds of fruits and vegetables that you're gonna get, and it feeds up to 5 people for an entire week. And we're only 2 people, and it has been absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend you to get the larger box, even if you're 2 or 3 people, because you're gonna use it. You're absolutely gonna use it, and you don't have to go to the grocery store to buy all that stuff. So pretty much all we have to buy right now is meat, and then just kind of like miscellaneous things like eggs, and if we need milk or coffee cream or things like that. So this box is one more big kicker. One more. So normally if you go to the grocery store and you try to purchase all these fruits and vegetables for 18 to 22 pounds, so like we do the Madness box, so I'm gonna refer to that. So the 18 to 22 pounds for fruits and veggies, that's gonna cost you well over $35, and we've been doing that for years. It's gonna cost you well over. So with this subscription, doing this and having it sent to your door every single week, which by the way, when they say they're gonna deliver it to you on your day, like every single week, I'm not even joking, every single week, it has been literally at our front door, a knock at the door between 9:30 and 10 a.m. every single Saturday, because that's the day that we chose because we're gonna be home. I would also recommend that you choose a day that you're gonna be home, because you don't want it to just sit in the box outside on your front door for a mass amount of hours, especially in the heat that we have going on right now in the summertime. So make sure you're home. But it's literally, the price of this box is 40% off what you would technically pay in the grocery store for organic fruits and vegetables, and y'all know how I feel about organic produce. So there's all of that, all the nitty gritty details. I'll put all that stuff in the description box below, as well as put a few things on the screen here so you can kind of follow along with it. But let's see what we got in our box this week. What did I choose? All right, y'all, so it comes in this ginormous box, and this is super cute. It has all these little sayings all the way around them. Always delicious, sometimes normal. And what that means is it may be a weird shaped fruit that you have. But you got the the Misfits label on the side, and you've got a couple of little labels on the side. Always affordable, occasionally funny looking. Pretty much there's always at least one thing that's funny looking in ours. And the cool thing about this, now we used this morning to juice, so there are some extra trash particles in here, so I'll go ahead and apologize for that. But it comes with this little, it's almost like a little insulation, and it's got plastic around it, so obviously it doesn't get in your fruits and veggies, but they flap it over, and then you got this entire inside of the box full of fruits and vegetables. And then they usually put like a piece of cardboard over the top of them, so that if anything happens to sit on top of the box, it's not going to ruin your fruits and veggies. And then they have, let me see if I can grab it, they have, which is melted now, but it's a huge ice pack that they put inside with it. So of course you wouldn't want to leave it out on your front door all day long, so it's good for the time that it needs to be delivered, because they usually deliver them they usually pick the produce, get them all boxed up, and then they deliver it to your house within the hour. So let's go over to all of our stuff that we have here. I'm gonna turn this little light on. Y'all like our I would say our wall, but it's technically the fridge. These are all of the races, the Disney races that we've done. So this is like our fridge wall of excitement, I guess you could say. So here's some of the things that we have. Like, we have this whole counter. There's a lot in the fridge, and then we also have a whole counter over here full of some other things. And then of course we've got a ton of stuff in the fridge too. So I'm gonna go through each individual one and kind of explain how many you get, and according to the box that we have. So I can't really say for the Mischief Box. I'll see if I have any friends that have done the Mischief Box and kind of get some input on their box too, and maybe put that in this video as well. But I'm just gonna go off of the Madness because that's what we've been getting. So I'm gonna flip this camera around. We're gonna look at all these. So for this week, I still had one butternut squash left from last week. So that one's still here, but I got 2 butternut squash. And if you have read our Fuel the Machine ebook, you know that these labels mean something. So there's that for you. I got this awesome acorn squash. I love acorn squash. And you're probably gonna make fun of my accent there because that's my Bama coming out in me, my acorn squash, not acorn. But we've got that. We've got a beet. We have been getting super large beets, but this is fairly a smaller one. We've got some oranges here. I think these are navel oranges. I'll double check. 2 cucumbers, and then these are all organic gala apples. And so we got 2, 4, 6. I think we got 8. Trent actually juiced some this morning, and he juiced some of these as well. So we got, I think, 8 total of the apples, and maybe 2, 4, 6. I think we got 10 of these. So I think he used 4 of the oranges. So we got those. And then over here, we've got a whole stalk. Huge bundle, stalks of celery, huge. These are Swiss chard, which I'm super excited about because I've never actually used Swiss chard in any of our cooking, but I'm excited to do that. And then we got 2 bundles of these sugar plum grape tomatoes. These are gonna be great for salads. Can't wait for that. And then we've got some bell peppers. Now you can kind of see here too that the bell peppers are fairly small. Like my hands are small, but these are pretty small. So they're not gonna really, and this one's kind of deformed, so they're not gonna sell stuff like this in the store because they're too small and they've got some deformities, but they're fresh. They're like 100% ready to eat, and there's nothing wrong with them. And then these are pretty small zucchini as well. So I'll probably actually take this zucchini. I do have some recipes I'm gonna do with this, but I think I'm gonna make a little bit of zucchini bread with it too. And then we got these beautiful, there was 2 bundles of these, and I actually still have that on top of that. But 2 bundles of the scallion. So these are gonna be used for lots of different things. I'll probably put those in a lot of different recipes. So we're gonna go over to the fridge now, and y'all, I'm gonna let you face me because our fridge is pretty much a disaster at the moment. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's kind of a disaster. So what I got that I've got in the fridge right now is I've got 2 of these, and they're kind of hard to grab, so bear with me for just a second. But 2 of these, I think you say it as escarole, something like that, but it's basically just a salad green, and I got 2 heads of these. So awesome for salads. Cannot wait. We're gonna do a couple of things with these as well. We did get some of these black plums. I think these are black plums. I can't remember exactly, but these little black plums, and they're so good. They're so, so sweet. And then we got a huge red cabbage. And I picked this red cabbage because Trent's great aunt used to make a delicious, it was a red, what exactly was it? I think it was just red cabbage slaw, but that slaw was my favorite. And every time they had family gatherings and things like that, she would always bring it. And she's passed away now, and I told Trent, I was like, I've got to find out what that recipe is. So I got one of those for that, and I'm gonna do some lettuce wraps with it as well. And then we always get potatoes because, you know, keeping potatoes in the house is always awesome to have. So I got some yellow potatoes, which we've actually already used because I made hash browns with them. I shredded them up, made hash browns with them for breakfast. But we also typically get some of these red potatoes as well. So there's lots of different things. There's lots of different options that you can get. It just depends on kind of your taste and what you prefer. But it's nice to try new things too, because sometimes I'll just, you know, pick some different things and I'm like, oh, I've never used that. Let me try it. So really, really awesome stuff, and always fresh. May look a little funny, maybe a little deformed, but it's always fresh and it always tastes amazing. And they last a really long time too because they're organic and they're fresh, and you know that they come from a local farm near you, which is a super plus. So now that we've gone through all of the veggies and the fruits and all of that, I'm gonna show you a little bit about the way that I grocery shop. And if you've purchased our Fuel the Machine ebook, you have a little more of an understanding of how I grocery shop and how I do it. And it's super simple, and it's just like chicken scratch on a piece of paper, but it's kind of broken down a little more in the book, so it makes a lot more sense. But I go through and I get our box on Saturday, and then as soon as I get our box, I take it all out, I wash everything, and then I put it away, and then I'll sit down and make a grocery list according to what I have. Because I was, the first couple of weeks I was grocery shopping before I got my box, and then I got all this stuff, and then I had all the box ingredients and produce, and I just ended up having way too much. So I decided wait till the box gets here and then I'll go through the whole 9 yards and make the full grocery list that way and make it a little easier on myself and probably a lot cheaper on the pocketbook. Okay, so here is my very small grocery list. I decided to only do a few meals this week because we usually have leftovers and I didn't want to over purchase. I can always go back to the store, but I can't take back things that I've already purchased. So that's kind of my thoughts. But literally I have everything that's circled. That's what I have to get at the store. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to purchase at the grocery store. I mean, hot dang, that is the most incredible thing. So we're gonna have a sausage skillet with zucchini and apples. If you've followed me for a long time or you know the way that I cook, this is one of those things that I make all the time because it's super simple and it's quick, fast, and easy. We've got some chicken Thai wraps, which I don't have the seasoning on this list because I've got all of that, so I didn't put it on my list. But those are gonna be really good. We're gonna use that red cabbage for that, some celery chunks. We've got some mangoes over there, which I did not show you because actually now that I think about it, Trent juiced those. So I'm gonna have to pick up some mangoes. He juiced all the mangoes that we got in our box this morning. And then we're gonna do grilled shrimp. Trent has done an amazing grilled shrimp lately and came up with this little recipe all by himself. So I'm gonna let him handle that. He knows all the spices and things we need for that. We're gonna do some lentil pasta. If you've never had lentil pasta, Trader Joe's has that. I'm pretty sure Publix and Walmart does too, but really, really good. So delicious. So we're gonna do some of that with some butternut squash. And I'm gonna roast it, blend it together with a little bit of cream, kind of like a mash, and then make it into a pasta sauce. And then we're gonna have breakfast because if you know us, you know every single week we have one night a week. It's usually on Wednesdays where we have breakfast for dinner because why not? It's the middle of the week. By that point, you're probably not really wanting to do a whole lot for breakfast and then, or do a whole lot for dinner. And then breakfast is just super fast. So that's kind of one of our things. So this is our super small grocery list this week. 7 things. All right, friends. Well, I hope you enjoy this. I hope this is something that could really work for you and your family. Even if you have kids, it's gonna be a great way to kind of put veggies on the table in a very inexpensive way. And you can't get it at this price at the grocery store or anywhere else. So why not have it delivered to your door and at an amazing price? I mean, I'm all about a deal. I'm a bargain shopper through and through. So this is 100% worth it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Another thing I did wanna tell you before we kinda part ways with each other today is this box is, like I said, it's non-obligatory. So if you don't want your box for the week, you just have to simply go in. They'll send you an email to let you know, like, hey, this is the last day to choose your options. And then that just means you need to go in and either choose your options or you need to decline to have your box delivered to you for that week. And if you do decline to have your box delivered that week, they just won't charge you. So there's no penalty, there's no anything like that. You can cancel at any time, you can not have your box delivered at any time, and it's no big deal. It's totally at your own convenience and when you want it. So pretty awesome. So I hope this video helps. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it. I have a coupon code for you. Again, I do not get paid commission or anything for this, but like I said, I just want to share the wealth with you and hope that you enjoy it too. So I will put the code on the video right here somewhere, either here or there or there or there. I don't know. It'll be on the video somewhere. And then I'll also put it in the description box below because you can get 30% off of your subscription box for trying it for the first time. So 30% off of $35, do the math on that. I'm not good at math, but I can tell you that it's a good deal. So have a great rest of your week, everybody. Fuel up. Fuel your body with amazing things. Enjoy the week. Get your workouts in. Let us know how you like this box if you get it. Let us know what kind of recipes you do with it or what you choose because we always love to hear from you with that. So you can email us. You can tag us in any of those posts or anything like that. Or we also have, of course, we have those hashtags. So you can do the hashtag The Weekly Fuel Up or hashtag Fuel Up Wellness and let us know. So we'll talk to you soon. Turner is coming to hang out with us. Hey, bud. Have a great week, everybody. Fuel up.